Hi everyone! Welcome to our channel where we make learning English simple and fun. Today, we'll dive into modal verbs, which are essential for expressing ability, possibility, permission, advice, and obligations in English. First one is can. Can is used to talk about ability, permission, or possibility. It is always followed by the base form of a verb. It doesn't change in any tense, but we use could for the past. It is very common in everyday conversations. For example, I can swim means I have the ability to swim. Let's go. Example sentences. I can play the guitar. You can go home now. And example for question form. Can you speak Spanish? Can I borrow your book? And two examples in different tenses. She can cook Italian food. He could ride a bike when he was 7. Next one is could. Could is the past form of can. It is used to talk about past abilities, polite requests, or possibilities. We also use could for unreal or imaginary situations. It is often used in conditional sentences. For example, when I was a child, I could climb trees. Now, example sentences. I could run fast when I was younger. You could ask your teacher for help. A few examples for question form. Let's go. Could you help me with this? Could we meet tomorrow? And examples in different tenses. She could travel to Paris if she saved more money. They couldn't finish their homework yesterday. Other modal is must. Must is used to talk about strong obligations or rules. It can also express a strong certainty about something. We don't use must in the past. We use had to instead. For negatives, we say must not to mean prohibition. For example, you must wear a seatbelt in the car. Example sentences. First one, you must study hard for the test. We must be quiet in the library. Two examples are questions. Must I finish this today? Must we pay for the tickets? Examples in different tenses. He must go to the meeting now. She had to leave early yesterday. Next one is shall. Shall is used for making offers, suggestions, or promises. It is more formal and often used in British English. We use shall with I or we to suggest or ask for advice. It is less common in American English. For example, shall we go to the park? Means, do you want to go to the park? Example, sentences first, I shall return home at 5 p.m. Second one, we shall help you with your work. Next ones are example questions. Shall we meet at the cafe? What shall I do now? And last ones, examples in different tenses. I shall start my new job tomorrow. We should have called you earlier. Will is used to talk about future actions or decisions. It shows certainty or willingness to do something. We can use it to make promises or predictions. Will is always followed by the base form of a verb. For example, I will call you tomorrow means I promise to call you. Example sentences. I will help you with your homework. They will visit us next week. Example, questions. Will you come to the party? When will the movie start? Examples in different tenses. She will write a book next year. He would have gone if he had the time. Might is similar to may and also expresses possibility, but it's less formal. It suggests that something is less certain than when we use may. Might can also be used in the past or to make polite suggestions. For example, I might go to the party means I'm not sure if I'll go. Example sentences. He might visit us next week. We might see a movie tonight. Example questions. Might it rain later? What might happen if we fail the test? Examples in different tenses. She might be busy right now. He might have taken the wrong bus. Should is used to give advice, recommendation, or talk about what's right. It's also used to express expectations. For example, you should drink more water means it's a good idea to drink more water. In questions, should asks for suggestions or advice. Example sentences. You should exercise more often. We should study for the exam. Example questions. Should I apologize to him? What should we do about the problem? Examples in different tenses. You should call your parents tonight. He should have arrived by now. Have to is used to talk about obligation, or necessity. It is similar to must, but it's more common in daily conversations. We use have to for present and future, and had to for past. For example, I have to finish my homework means it's necessary for me to finish it. It's often used for rules or external obligations. Example. Sentences. I have to wake up early tomorrow. You have to wear a uniform at school. Example. Questions. Do we have to pay now? Why do I have to attend the meeting? Examples in different tenses. They have to practice every day. We had to cancel the trip yesterday. Now, test your knowledge. What does can express? A. Ability B, past ability C, future action. What does shall mean in shall we dance? A. Offer. B. Promise. C. Suggestion. Which modal verb is used for past ability? A. Can be, must. C. Could. 1. What does may express? A. Advice. B. Permission or possibility. C. Obligation. 2. Which modal verb is more formal, may or might? Complete the sentence. You, Yiba, drink more water to stay healthy. A. May. B. Should. C. Must. Choose the correct sentence. A. He has to finish the project yesterday. B. He had to finish the project yesterday. 5. What's the past form of must? A. Musted. B. Had to. 6. Rewrite using a modal. It is possible that she will call you. 7. What does should express? A. Possibility. B. Advice. C. Ability. 8. Complete the sentence. I yet go to the party, but I'm not sure. A. May. B. Have to. 9. What does shall mean in shall we dance? A. Offer. B. Promise. C. Suggestion. 10. Which modal verb is used for past ability? A. Can. B. Must. C. Could. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn about modal verbs. We covered a lot of ground with can, could, must, shall, will, may, might, have to, and should. Remember, modal verbs are incredibly useful for expressing your thoughts in English, so practice using them in your daily conversations. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more easy and fun English lessons. We'd love to hear your feedback. What's your favorite modal verb and why? Drop your answers in the comments below. See you in the next video, and happy learning! Bye for now!